Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whenever you come across this video, thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. I do. If you did not see the community post, if you're waiting on a reading from me, I am so terribly sorry. This weekend kind of just was just... It was such a great weekend. There was so much that happened. A lot of things, you know what I mean? So not in a bad way at all. But I will be reaching out to you. Sorry. Anywhoots. Okay. So I hope that you guys had a good weekend. Yeah. Oh, okay. So there was another timeline jump in the Schumann resonance, and I'm telling you, it's wild. So I kept getting visions of the last solar eclipse that I remember looking up at. I think it was in 2017, possibly. And there's some sort of relevancy here. Okay. I don't know if I just keep, so we're going to get a reading on that because I feel like there's something about these two solar eclipses connecting somehow. And it kept So, anywho, let's find out. Let's find out what is the meaning of this. Because I feel like it's significant somehow. And it has to do with definitely timelines, certainly ending of major cycles, I don't know. So, anywhoots. Okay, let's find out. I hope everyone's doing well. And I hope that you had an amazing weekend also. Oh, thanks, Amy. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, let's see. Let's see what it is. Because also, okay. So what they're saying is that 2017 eclipse sparked an awakening. Okay, and I feel like probably, obviously not just in me, right? If, I feel like this is a collective message. Oh. Okay. So this is going to be a really big year and sometimes the awakening isn't, it starts differently for a lot of people. But so whatever you've been doing since that time, if this message resonates for you, because I know I'm not the only one. I know that this message is for more than just me. So whatever you've been doing since that solar eclipse, okay? I honestly, it's I feel like you're anything that you've already been seeing is really more so just sprouts of things that are getting ready to grow in a very large way. Okay, so, and this is it literally is it goes both ways. So yeah, so this is an end of like a 7-year cycle in which, you know, it kind of is like this setup, you know, per usual, this setup for this new cycle that's starting, right? Whatever you planted here, okay? Yeah, there were choices. It's just the choices that you made. So, but let's see what this is here. What is this? Yeah, so some of you, there's been, like, you chose to grow, right? Or work on things. Obviously, I feel like if you're here, you've been doing some sort of, like, healing, right? Or you've been working on it or something. But there's something about a 7-year cycle. And it doesn't, okay, so don't limit this to the ascension, they're saying. Okay, so this could also just be, like, or like a perceived ascension, right? It could be like working on like growing a business. It could be like something that you have been, I don't know, go back to that last solar eclipse and look at where you were then, and all of the seeds that you have sown, all of the seeds that you have planted since then. That's what's getting ready to start growing. And duality, right? Balance. But here's, yeah, and I feel like it's like growing through you here. Like you're really about to like sprout in some sort of way, like more than a sprout. It's like what I'm seeing in my third eye is actually like this whole like field, just like suddenly it's just like growing. And what I wish I knew what the plant was that I'm seeing. It's really pretty. White blooms. The color white I feel like is probably significance. Definitely like purity. Yeah, that last eclipse, like really, and I'm not sure, like it really shook things up. And I feel like just kind of like that perception here. So, okay, so it's like you've gone from this Five of Wands energy into this Queen of Wands energy here. Okay, but also like this Ten of Cups energy, like a mix of these like um like fire with water, right? Like peace, but excitement, like passion and desire. I don't know. Some of you are getting a lot of that back. Okay, a lot of your like it's like this energy of going back to like possibly like the energy or the way that you would move, or like something about like going, but taking all of the evolvement with you, like not really going back, but feeling like almost like I'm hearing some of you, it's almost like feeling like you're like dropping back into your body, like that solar eclipse, like you were like abducted by aliens or something. No, but like, and you're like just coming back. No. But that's kind of this, that could be a good way to describe maybe the way that some of you are feeling about this. But, yeah. Or the way that you're going to be feeling about this. It's a whole different vibe. It's a whole different energy. You're being released from something here too. Some sort of attachment that could have been a part of this 7-year cycle. I don't know. There's something about a 7-year cycle, something about that last solar eclipse coming a long way. Big seeds. Okay, like not big seeds, but big like things growing very quickly here. Yeah, the Empress card. Oh, I just heard somebody, I don't know, somebody didn't think you could do it. I don't know what do it is, but you've done something here. Or you're doing something. Probably whoever didn't think you could do whatever is the one that you're being released from. There's an energy that's being released here. Some sort of attachment, or again, it's like this, a cycle is ending. Yeah, I don't know what else to say other than like happy times are beginning to start. Like I don't know. This 7-year cycle is really kind of like I heard done a number, okay? But honestly, I feel like there's been a lot of growth in the last 7 years. If you're coming across this, the Empress here, okay? In whatever way that it's whatever you've been focusing on, right? Some of you haven't been focusing on doing the healing, and that's okay, right? That was whatever you feel guided towards, or now let me just preface this by saying, like, watch out for the intrusive thoughts, okay? But if you are feeling guided towards focusing on creating something, right? If it's something healthy, right? And it's outside of like healing yourself or whatever, there's a reason that you're feeling guided to focus on that at that time. It's time for that. It's a season for that. So there's been many, many seasons over the last 7 years. So, there's like this energy of, I don't know, whatever it has been, okay, and probably lots of different things. It was all correct, okay? So somebody needs to know that. Because I feel like somebody feels like they were like, maybe not focusing on the right things. And that's because, and so if it's like, and I feel like maybe somebody's, in my mind, it's like maybe like relationships or something, like focusing on like romance or something like that, rather than focusing on yourself. That's for like, maybe like some of you specifically. Understand and know that like you had lessons to learn in that type of dynamic. Okay, so like, do you see what I'm saying? Like we want to stay disciplined and we want to use our discernment, but for the most part, when we're feeling like when we're focused on something, it's because we're guided to. It's because there's a lesson there. to be learned, okay? You're exactly where you should be. But anyways, so 7, the number 7 is very significant here. Also the number 4 I just heard. But yeah, so I don't really, this is kind of like one of those things, it's like PSA, right? Like take a take inventory of the seeds that you've sown over the last 7 years, because you know, it's about to come to fruition in a very big way. Because I feel like you've done a lot of alignment work, right? Your perception has changed here. I mean, going from this 5 of Wands to this Queen of Wands is huge. You know what I mean? Like, that's going from, like, you know, chaos and drama to, like, I love myself. You know, and like with this, I'm just picking up on a very independent energy. It does not have to be, you know, female. But it's just this energy of possibly even like choosing, you could have had, yeah, well, that makes sense. Yeah, choosing peace here, okay? Yeah, I don't know. There's just been this sudden shift, and I think for all of you, it's going to be showing up differently. But this is to confirm. I feel like some of you might be like worried about like, you know, because during this journey, we have these like surges of, you know, different energies, or, you know, it's kind of like an up and down type of roller coaster. But it makes me feel like, yeah, I'm hearing like you've made it to some sort of top of the mountain, and so now it's time to enjoy the view here, okay? Also, I don't know, somebody allow them to bring what you need to you. So I don't know who needed to hear that. That doesn't make any sense to me, but I hope it makes sense to you. Somebody like, oh, okay, so somebody could be like running around like crazy wild, trying to, because you don't want to inconvenience anyone. Listen, you can, there's this energy around like community coming back together. I feel like possibly if you were ever made to feel like an inconvenience, okay, those type of energies are like leaving, okay? You know, we're really shifting into this new earth type of dynamic. I don't know. And even if you get some sort of like, I don't know, boundaries, something about boundaries. You know what I mean? Like, even if you get, like, even if somebody's frustrated for you, like, I don't know. I don't know. There's something about like a work project, or like something about gathering a bunch of things that possibly like a bunch of people have. And for some reason there's like I don't know, but somebody needs to, it's like, I feel like you're doing something possibly for these people. I have no idea what it is, but, and it's like, they need to like bring you, like some of them need to help you somehow, right? Like if it's like you're collecting some, you'll have to let me know in the comments or something, but something about boundaries and being like, listen, you know what I mean? Like, I am only one person or something like that. You know what I mean? Okay, I can't help but to ignore that there is some sort of like partnership possibly also coming together here. Now, hold on. Oh. But somebody might be having a little anxiety about it. Okay, this could be somebody that maybe you were friends with here. Or like you've been friends with this person for a while. I feel like you might be in, if this part of the message is for you, I feel like you're in communication with this person at this time. Because this feels like it's something that's like, well, I guess they could be saying like this is going to progress and grow, like, I don't want to say slow, but like steady, right? Like really getting to know each other or something, like just taking your time. Something about like being friends here, okay? I mean, but we have like, we have the King and Queen of Swords, and then we have the Emperor and the Empress, and I like that. But I want to know, what's this anxiety? This could be part of like the plan, like a seed that you've sown. So, interesting. So now they're coming back around to that energy and being like, see, like you were so focused on relationships at that time or during a certain amount of time, because I'm really feeling like somebody is like beating themselves up about that. But now you're attracting this new connection here, but you've learned all those lessons, right? So this can be prosperous. This can be a prosperous connection. For some of you, it can also be like possibly like a work partnership here. But with the Two of Cups, Ten of Cups, you know, and you should know, and the Ten of Pentacles are out here, you know, with these two, you know, it's hard to kind of, you know, it is, but some sort of partnership is coming together here that you've manifested here. And also I feel like you two are going to create together. Yeah. Yeah, but there's been a cycle that's ended here, possibly with somebody in particular. Doesn't have to be. Yeah. You're in this Ace of Cups here, this rebirth, like coming back to live energy. Okay, I like that. I like that. So what else? What else is coming for the collective? This seems very like simple, like to the point, like, hey, you know what I mean? Whatever seeds you've been planting, like, and it feels like there's been, you know, there's been some sort of release. So you're kind of coming out of this energy. Some of you are like still integrating this like new cycle here a little bit. So it might, this like energy might be a little bit delayed here for you, but some of you might already be feeling it, like it's almost like the last solar eclipse. at least that I could view, which was 7 years ago. And I don't know, you know, I'm not an expert on all of that, but, and I feel like, you know, other people could have viewed it as well, right? Like, I don't remember the route of it is what I'm saying, but I'm sure that if I could view it, a lot of others could too. Anyways, my point is, it's almost like we went into some sort of black hole and we're like being spit back out, but like collective 2.0, some of us 3.0, 4.0. You know what I mean? My thing is stuck. I've been having the hardest time with this little, sorry guys, I don't mean for the interruptions here. Anywhoots, okay, so what else? So, because that seems to be, some of you, there's definitely partnerships that are coming in here, okay? I don't know why I feel so shaky. Nervous. Okay. All right, so for some reason, I picked up this deck and so we might be discussing a little bit of drama right now. Some of you need to know for like, I don't know. I don't, yeah, for whatever reason. But also there's something about, okay, so I feel like overall energy here with the Matrix, it's like I feel like you might be showing up as like Neo or Trinity. You know what I mean? In that type of energy here, okay? Not that you've been out, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what you've been doing this weekend, but I feel like there's... I feel like there's some sort of truth coming out. I feel like it might be you that's learning some sort of truth, to be honest with you. You're seeing right through something here. You're like decoding. Okay. So I also feel like the something about like your gifts being like more intensified or feeling like more aligned or more in tune with the divine. I love that for you because it feels good. It feels safe. But I honestly feel like with this end of this cycle, Huh. Okay, so it's like I feel like you did something like just in time, or you were like rescued or something like just in time, but like not in a like physical way. If that makes any sense. I don't know. There's something very significant about fighting a lot of like probably like spiritual battles here. Um, and it's like showing me like with this matrix card, they're showing me like when like when they would like plug into the matrix. um it's been a while since I've seen all of them, but and they had to call to be like, pull me back, right? And they had to be like in a certain place or whatever. It's like I feel like some of you, they're giving me this energy that like some of you like made it somewhere like in the nick of time. And it's almost but there's also this energy, and that's like on a like spiritual level, right? But there's also this energy of like bringing it down into like this 3D plane and being able to see, you know what I mean? Like being able to see like the characters that are coming after you in that like matrix world. Does that make sense? So it's like oh whoa, this is weird. It's almost kind of like trying to figure out, discerning like what is actually real. Like some of you collective, this is excuse me, this is interesting. Not like really like what is real, but kind of, but like it's like there is one reality in which really honestly I feel like they're coming through and saying like both realities are kind of real, but like and so there's this energy. Some of you may have been like getting like a lot of downloads about like plots and plans or schemes or whatever, or like just like getting the if it's not that, it's like just getting there's something about getting some sort of information that you needed here in order to successfully end this cycle. And I feel like it has to do with like maybe like a group of people, whether they're connected or not connected. It's like they're showing me like this like revolving door of almost this like same energy that possibly would just like, you know what I mean? You'd send one out and then another one would like try to enter, right? Like this like revolving door. And there's almost this energy in which I feel like you caught on. You're like, why am I standing at this door? No, not really, but like kinda. Or why am I like, I don't know. So there's something about this, but it's more than just seeing these people in that light. I feel like it goes deeper than that. Like I really feel like there's this energy of like also being shown possibly the reason why this, because like at the end of the day, and this is my belief system, right? Like none of these people, what it is it's an energy that's attached to them, right? Like a lower vibrational, or some would call like I can't even say it, a demonic spirit that has, and don't come after me for my quotes, but it is what it is, right? So that has attached themselves. So I feel like some of you are gaining this like perception on why this is able to attach to them, like what it is. So some of you are like, ooh, really like tapping into, and I feel like this is totally like on your own. I feel like this is being brought to you here, because there's also something about like maybe even like forgiving these people in the nick of time, or maybe not that, but like just so you can like fully release these energies, is like to really understand. So yeah, so there's like and these seem just like almost like your guides just kind of like whispering in your ear, like these little random like tidbits like here and there of like you know and understand and know that like yeah, anyways, yeah, because I don't want to feed into anyone's like psychosis here, but I don't think that anyone is experiencing, like I feel like we're good if you come across this video, you know, because there's a fine line between, you know, that, but anyways, you know, because I don't think that you're the victim at all, right? That's basically, so okay, so yeah, this is kind of, I feel like this is what's going on. That's really just kind of really like closing out a whole chapter, like 7 years, just closing it out. I'm literally seeing like a book going on a bookshelf, right? And like there's another one being pulled down, and I feel like that it's like kind of blank. So, but I also feel like you might be going through this phase of like you might be putting in a lot of work, or it might so I feel like there could be a couple different extremes here. Some of you might be like, I don't know, for some reason I feel like you might be putting in a lot of work here to, there's like certain parts of your life that are going through like a glow up, right? That's where those like seeds are going to start growing very quickly, in a very large way, right? Especially for those of you that planted trees, you know. No. And so well, yeah, some of you are about to get this like super hybrid awesome plant because you like threw a bunch of like seeds, right? Like, you know, as you like, I'm literally seeing like as you're like going along, what it looks like is like somebody's like slowly aging just like a little bit just for the effect, right? And you just are throwing these seeds in the same spot. And the next thing you know, there's like this super awesome, like all the roots had kind of grown together and they like kind of formed this like super awesome hybrid, really strong and stable, like beautiful thing. Okay, like, so, I don't think that that's really how it works, but that's what they're showing me. I'm no botanist, if you will. But I love this because I feel like it's less of people and more of energies, you see. Like it's less about the human physical body, but it's more about like these energies that that possibly, again, and these could have been showing up for you because these could have been energies that in your lower vibration had attached themselves to you. Do you see what I'm saying? And so it's like, that's, you know, and so to me, that's, you know, that is healing. That is, and so, yeah, you're you're closing some really major doors here. And so let's Let's get some on. So these are the closed doors. Okay. So we have, I almost like don't want to, like, because I don't want you to take any of the, so some of you are like, like, I feel like, okay, so the closed doors are Biggie Smalls, Friday, Prince, Britney Spears, and Selena, right? And I don't want you to get mad. Like, I love Britney. You know what I mean? It's not like you're closing the door. But this is like Britney when she was like going through a like lifetime crisis. You know what I mean? Like when she was driven crazy. You know what I mean? And so that was that Britney, right? This Selena card always reminds me of, you know, we have Watch Judas here, right? It always reminds me of whenever a lot of times I see this reminds me of somebody who like became very obsessive over you to the point in which like, you know, it got out of control, right? That type of energy, obsessive energy here. So, and then like with this Prince energy here, I feel like this has to do with like not being confident in your differences here, okay? Really just not being confident in yourself. Also the like religious wounds, okay? Possibly even like sexuality, maybe like issues or wounds or whatever it may be here. With this Friday card, right? This feels like it's like this energy of, first of all, I feel like it's removing that hustle programming, but also it's like if there are any type of like usage, whatever, you know, I feel like it's broader than just, you know, in the movie it was just marijuana, right? But it was like, I feel like it's also like changing, there's something about changing your perception around marijuana specifically. I don't know who that's for. You know, which is, I feel like helping you to release it possibly. Okay. But you know, there's kind of this energy around releasing, maybe even like being still or not moving or I don't know, and that typically comes, I feel also like codependency a little bit here, okay? We'll say that. That's a pretty good way to cover things here. Okay, and then with the Biggie Smalls, that feels like releasing any type of like attachment to material things. It also feels like, you know, because I love Biggie. Look, Divine Feminine just like literally tried to jump out there. That's what I'm saying. These are the energies that are coming in for you. You know, these are the energies that, but there's, and also, with Biggie, it's like, you know, he came from the streets, right? Like, I don't know, something about, not that any of you came from the streets. I don't know your story, but honestly, I really like Biggie. I don't know. But here's the thing, is Biggie, like, right, he was murdered, right? And his work, like, his, yeah, that's right. And this, I feel like that's what they're telling me here. And it's like, and other people have been making money off of his work. So I don't know if there was like this energy of, something about that. Okay, so what are the... And honestly, a lot of these I feel like were energies that were projected onto you, right? Energies that had attached themselves to you along the way. You gave them some sort of power here before you knew your worth. Okay, so we have the Beatles coming in, right? This is like global success. balance the number 4 here. Did I say that earlier? The number 4 might be significant. I feel like I did. Okay. I am not going to say that. Interesting. Interesting. So I feel like I'm talking to a masculine, maybe like a masculine like coach or something. I feel like you're going to be attracting a lot more clients. There's a masculine coach that's going to be attracting a lot more clients. It doesn't, I mean, I guess it doesn't have to, but there's something about like a masculine energy. There's like masculines getting some sort of coaching here. You know what I mean? Like masculine energy, like masculine, like, what is wrong with me? Anyways. Like there's a big awakening of masculine energies that are going to be reaching out for like coaching or like healing or something like that here. Okay. I feel like your focus is going to be a lot better also. Like things might not be so cloudy here. There's going to be a lot of really nice things, okay? Again, you released attachment to material things. So whatever it is that like, you know, some of you feel like, you know, to you, like luxury to one person is different than to somebody else, right? For some of you, luxury is, you know, like a penthouse in New York and, you know, for whatever, right? But for others of you, you know, a luxury weekend would be like a cabin in the mountains with a beautiful view. You know what I'm saying? So there's something about like whatever it is that like you desire, whatever seems like luxury to you, you're going to be seeing a lot more of that. You're going to be experiencing a lot more of that here. Okay, like quote unquote, like the finer things, right? But but to you, it's not about like it's like you've released the attachment. And so there's this energy of like things, these experiences or these like whatever being able to flow through you here. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of masculine energy here for sure. Yeah. Again, these spiritual gifts here, okay? Or your intuition or whatever is, you know, there could have been some sort of something going on in your third eye, okay? This is clearing out. Yeah. Yeah, it's clearing out and you're going from rags to riches here in some sort of capacity, right? Yeah. I mean, collective, this is going to be different for all of you. Some of you, like your business is about to take off. If you've been working on a business, kind of waiting on it to kind of grow, there could be some sort of collaboration. Look, 444 is here again. That's funny. I just did a reading for somebody. There's something also about like reuniting with a friend. or like if it's not reuniting with a friend, it's like I don't know, there's different alignments that are coming through per usual. I don't know, this new timeline though is, I feel like, off the chain. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if you guys are feeling it yet, but I hope that you feel it soon, because it is lit. Okay, in the best way. Yeah, so I'm excited though. So just take a look today at whatever seeds you've been planting for the last 7 years. You know, there's been some sort of like karmic release, you know what I mean? Like karmic healing. Yeah, good shit. Good shit. So if you're not feeling it yet, look, we have but God. I love that. Yeah, the great I am. Uh-huh. Yeah. Let me hear you say yeah. Anyways, all right, guys, it's Monday morning. Let's do it. Let's have a great week, shall we? I like this. This feels good. This feels good. So, yeah, just whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Yeah. Well, the thing is, you know, I feel like, in this cycle, you know, just as within, so without. So there's something about, like, you know, aligning your external world, aligning to your internal belief systems. So I love that for you. Anywho's, guys, I'm going to go. I've got to stay focused. So yeah, if you are waiting on a reading from me, please, thank you so much for your patience, my Lord. I am so sorry. Yeah, you know. For sure, Irene. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Hopefully I'll see you later. I will definitely be, we're going to kick ass this week. Okay. And so all my Patreon pledges, I will definitely be seeing you there. Okay. And, sorry, distracted. Who knows? You know what I mean? Who knows what's coming? Oh, because, you know, the flow is a wonderful place to be. All right. Love you guys. Have the best day.